Hi guys, I'm Britt. I am a clinician with the Christian Closet, and last year at the Queer Christian Fellowship QCF conference, I attended in the role of mental health lead, which meant that I was available throughout the weekend for folks to check in with. And so it was my first time being at this conference, and I wanted to share some of my thoughts and experiences in the hopes that that can help you, perhaps with your own decision-making process around whether this conference is something that's right for you to attend. I felt absolutely spoiled for choices at last year's conference with regard to the panels and workshops that were available. There were sessions about worship leadership, queer theology, ethical non-monogamy, and even deconstructing missionary work and engaging in outreach in more helpful and less harmful ways. As well, QCF offers affinity gatherings for different communities within our wider community, such as college-age folks, trans or gender expansive individuals, BIPOC queer folks, allies, and parents, just to name a few. The conference last year demonstrated the ecumenical nature of our community, especially with regard to the widely varying worship styles that we all might be familiar with and that were offered over the course of the weekend. In my opinion, the leadership has been very intentional about this and has done an absolutely standout job of intentionally centering voices that are not typically given that opportunity. In addition to doing this on a community level in spaces such as worship, there were and are opportunities offered like a BIPOC lounge, which prioritizes the need for safe and separate spaces. As I mentioned, my role last year was mental health lead. And this year, in addition to having counselors available to check in with, Christian Closet will be hosting 2 workshops based on feedback from previous years, acknowledging the ways that gathering together like this may bring up uncomfortable feelings or traumatic memories, and discussing and sharing ways to stay safe in community and to manage potential triggers. At the QCF conference, I made new friends, I deepened existing relationships, and I got to experience a feeling of spiritual connection, just like that one I used to have as a teenager, attending large church conferences and gatherings, but with the additional freedom and invitation to be fully myself and to bring all of myself to that experience. Finally, I just want to say that the music was great, amazing, and in a very visceral way also served to highlight the myriad ways of worshiping and the myriad ways of being in creative community and communion with God. Part of my own religious trauma is a sometimes lingering sense that there is one right way of being in relationship with and worshiping God, and this conference provided and provides a loving an all-inclusive way to gently challenge that modern and very harmful narrative. I look to Rumi to remind me that there are 1,000 ways to kneel and kiss the ground. There are 1,000 ways to go home again. And this, for me, was one of them. I left last year's conference with a more expansive understanding of myself and my God, and with a renewed spiritual excitement for the year ahead. So I hope that you will look into this. I hope that you will maybe glance through the website to see the other affinity gatherings that are going to be offered and have a similar uplifting and spiritually fulfilling experience to the one that I had.